Hi guys and welcome to the Tierra Lina YouTube channel. So in this video I'm gonna show you my yoga challenge that I did. For 8 days in a row I did a yoga challenge using this book. In this book you can find 800 different yoga positions. So every day I picked one that I never did before, and that was for me a real challenge. So I did 8 different yoga positions that I never did before, and in this video you're gonna see if it worked out for me or not, and also I'm gonna give you some tips how you can try them yourself so you will be able to do it too. The thing is that it's really important to warm up because I'm really strong and I pick a lot of yoga positions that need a lot of strength because I have that strength, but that means that they're really heavy and that you really have to warm up first. So if you want to try it yourself, always make sure that you warm up, and yeah, then you can try it out. So good luck and have fun watching this video. The first pose I picked out is the Baka Asana, also known as the crow pose, so let's try it out. As you can see, I just walked outside because the sun is shining to try out the Baka Asana. It's my first challenge and I'm gonna see if this is gonna work out. Yes, I did it. You can see I did it from the first time. So fun. I didn't expect it at all that it was gonna work out, but it's not as hard as it looks. So I'm gonna teach you how I did it and how it worked from the first time. Start to place your hands shoulder width on your yoga mat in front of you. Go stand on your tiptoes with the knees bended. Try to place your knees on your arms as high as possible. Bend the arms a little bit and try to push the knees in the arms as hard as you can, and then try to loose one foot and then the other, really soft and slow, and voila, you're standing there. If you're not so confident about this and you're afraid to fall on your head, you can always take some yoga blocks and place them in front of you. If you don't have this, you can take also a pillow or some books. Now you can place your head on the yoga blocks. This is less heavy for your arms because you're not carrying your full weight on the arms. It is also less scary because you can't fall on your head. So guys, here I am sitting outside again on day 2 of my challenge. So today's move is kind of like the same power that you use, the same strength as you use as the move from yesterday because it's also on the arms. But I saw it in a book and I couldn't wait to try it out, so that's why I'm gonna do this move today. I'm gonna warm up first. I'm gonna do some yoga float, warm up my full body, and then I'm gonna warm up my wrists because the move looks really heavy on the wrists. So I'm gonna make sure my wrists are hot and warm so I can like start doing it, and I hope it's gonna work because it looks really difficult. Voila, this is the Mayura Asana pose, also known as the Peacock pose, that I'm gonna try out today. So here we go. So for starters, I do some yoga, some basic flow yoga to make sure that my full body is warmed up. I'm never gonna go in a crazy move like that without warming up. And then of course the most important thing to warm up right now are the wrists, because as you saw, the move is really heavy on the wrist, so you need to make sure that these are warm enough to start the move. So I finally did it. Wow, that was so difficult. I mean, I know it was gonna be difficult, but still there's always like this hope that it's gonna work out. And yeah, it did kind of work out, but it was after a lot of training, and my wrists are really like almost dying right now, so you can't do this 100 times. So I'm happy it finally worked, because if I needed to do it 10 more times, that was not possible for today. So if it's not working for you after 10 times, just please stop and do it the next day again, or wait a few days to let your wrists like rest, because you know it's really heavy. But because of trying it multiple times and being wrong multiple times, I discovered the tricks you need to know to do this. So I'm gonna tell them to you right now, so you will be able to do it as well. We're gonna start this right away. So you start with placing your hands on your mat. Don't place your fingers away from you, but face them to your knees. Now try to put your hands in the right position. So don't place them against each other, and also not too wide. You have to figure out your way, which is the right width for you. So now your hands are in the right position, so you can place your knees further from your body. And now you're gonna try to bend the elbows and try to figure out the right position to push your elbows into your belly. Now you're gonna look forward and straighten your full body, go on your tiptoes, and then softly try to get your feet off the ground. And that's it. There you have it. Yay! If you're still too afraid to do this move, but you do want to try it, you can actually do the same thing like the first move, and that is place something under your head. You can take a pillow, you can take some yoga blocks or something else and put your head on it. Don't put your forehead on it, but lay your chin on it, and then you can look forward and try it like that. So guys, welcome another day outside. Today I'm sitting in the garden. I always suggest, if you want to do some yoga, to do it outside, because this way you can really connect with the earth, and everything is also going to be easier. Of course, then it needs to be good weather, and also then you need like a quiet place outside, like a garden, or you can always go to the park, because mostly it is quiet there as well. So today's move, it doesn't look that hard, but I'm gonna challenge myself by doing this move for 5 breaths with my eyes closed, because I know that is for me a real challenge. If it works out my good side, I'm gonna try the other side, because you always have a side that is going much better. So I'm gonna try both sides to do that. Today's move has nothing to do with strength, but it's all about the right balance. It also needs a little bit of flexibility, so if you don't have this flexibility, then just wait, because I will give you an option how you can try it out if you're not flexible enough. This move is called the Uttana Tada Asana. Let's do this. As you saw, I did it for even a few more breaths. I think I did even 7, so I'm really happy about that. Also, never forget to do your both sides, because one side is always better than the other, so this can be a more challenge, or maybe this is your better side and it will go easier, so don't forget. So yeah, I did it for 5 breaths with my eyes closed, so I'm really happy it worked out. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. It's totally not difficult. It is only difficult to stay there. It kind of depends if you have if you're really stable or not. You have to find that out for yourself. But if it is easy for you, you can always try to stand longer. So maybe for 10 breaths with your eyes closed. Or is it too difficult? Just try to get in the move first. But if that is working, you can try to stand there for a few breaths. And if that is going really easy, then you can try to do it with your eyes closed, because that is really a next level. You really need to be like really stable before you close your eyes. So I'm gonna show you now in a short video how to do it easy and slow, and good luck with trying it yourself. Start by taking a few deep breaths so you are ready to balance. This is to make sure that you are fully in your Zen mode. First, place your foot on your ankle. Don't try to rush in the pose right away, but first try to find the right balance before you go into the pose. Now bring your foot as high as you can on your leg. You can use your hand to place your foot as high on your hips as possible. Now bring your other arm behind your back and try to take your foot or your toes with it. Now you are holding your right feet with your right arm or your left feet with your left arm. Now bring your opposite hands slowly upwards to sky, and voila, you are in the right yoga pose. If your hips or your shoulders are not flexible enough to reach out for your feet, don't worry, in a few more seconds I will give you an easier option. If you made it till this point and you feel really stable, try to close your eyes and breathe 5 times or more, or as long as you can hold it, and that's it. You're standing there. Also, like I told you before, don't forget your other side, because one side is always better than the other. So your second side may be your better side, so it will go easier, or it will be your less good side, so this will be even a more challenge. So make sure you try them both. If you're not flexible enough in your hips or in your shoulder, then you can use a elastic to put around your foot. Hold it like that, and then you can put your arm behind your back and take the elastic instead of taking your foot. So you can try it like this. I hear some of you thinking, but I don't have an elastic. But guess what? You can also use a legging or something else from your closet. You just do the same thing. You put it around your foot, and then you take your hand behind your back and you take the piece of clothing that you used, and voila, you can just try it out like this as well. There's also a third option where you use nothing. Place your foot as high as you can on your leg. Just try to not put it on your knee. So this can be above your knee or under your knee. And then your hand, you can just place on your bag and try to pull it as far as you can, but just you have nothing to hold on. And you can just stand like that. Hi guys, today is day 4 of the yoga challenge, and I'm gonna do some headstands. I'm not gonna try the basic one, but I'm gonna do something different with my arms. To start it, I am gonna do the basic one, and then I'm gonna do one that's more difficult, and then the other one which is really a challenge for me. So I will see if it's gonna work out. I'm gonna start with this basic headstand where you make a triangle with your hands and your head. After, I'm gonna take it to a more difficult one, and that is this one. And then the most challenging one for me will be this one, where you place your hands in front of you with long stretched out arms. So let's do this. So as you could see, I did all headstands that I wanted to do today. So if you want to try them, I'm gonna explain it to you, but if you've never done it before, just try with the basic one. Only do like the more difficult one if you're really confident in the basic one. Try to not do it against a wall, because if you fall on the wall, it's gonna give you a wrong figure. Try to put it off the wall, and if you think you're gonna fall, just tuck and roll around, and then that's the best way to get out of it. Before you start your headstands, make sure that you warm up your neck and your shoulders. So do some different exercises that make sure that you really warm it all up. Doing a headstand is really heavy for your neck and your shoulders. That is why it is really important that you don't rush into the pose right away. For a headstand, you need a lot of power from your shoulders, so to train this strength, the best pose to do that is the dolphin pose. So it's actually kind of like the downward facing dog, but then on your elbows. Move a little bit around in this pose till you feel ready to start your headstands. Now that you are warmed up a little bit, we can start to do the headstand. We start with the basic headstand. This is with your hands flat on the floor or with your head into your hands. I'm gonna show you now the one with your hands flat on the floor. Place them under your shoulders, not too wide or not too close to each other, but right under your shoulders. Now a little trick to know where you have to place your head. Hold your hand like this and put your thumb between your eyes. Your pinky will lean on your head. That is the point where you have to put your head on the floor. So press a little bit so you know the feeling where it needs to go on the floor. Now you can place your hands on the floor and make a triangle with your head. Make sure that your shoulders are really strong because they are going to carry the most of the weights. Now slowly bring your hips all up till you're straight, and then softly you can bring your feet from the ground to a tuck position. You can stay in the tuck position or you can bring your legs up. If you're afraid to fall down, you can also bring your legs in front of you. Just make sure that your back stays all straight. If you're feeling really confident about the basic headstand, we can go to the next level where we take our elbows like this. Now we are gonna put our elbows on the floor just like this, and again try to really push those shoulders. Don't hanging them, but really push, really use the power you have in your shoulders. If you're ready, you can place your head in front of your arms. When you're in this position, you can start to do the same thing like before. So bring the hips up. Also try to do this all really slow. Go to a tuck position. If this is it for you, don't worry, no rush, just stay in your tuck position. If you want to go a little bit further, you can slowly take the legs up. Just don't want to be like the best one, don't want to rush anything. Do it slow and do only what feels good for your body. This one went also pretty great. You can go to the next level. This headstand is much more heavy for your head because you can't use as much shoulder power as you did with the other headstands. So you're gonna stretch out your arms, you put them next to your body with your hand palms towards the sky, and then you can do exactly the same. Really press those wrists into the floor and try to balance there. So guys, this was part 1 of my yoga challenge, my first 4 days. But there's coming a part 2 where I show you the other 4 days that I did this challenge. So yeah, I hope it worked out for you. If it didn't, don't worry. Everyone is different. Like, I pick a lot of poses that have to do with strength because I'm really strong. But if you don't have that strength yet, it's normal that it's gonna take longer. If you want to do a pose but it's not working from the first time, don't worry. That's normal. You have to build it up. Everyone's different. Everyone's gonna need another period to be able to do it. Some people learn fast. Some people need like weeks to do something. So don't worry about it. Just try it again and keep training it. And then one day you will be able to do it as well. So next week, my second part of this video will come online, and then you can learn my other 4 yoga challenges that I did. So thank you for watching. If you liked it, give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I will answer it with pleasure. And then I hope to see you next week. Bye guys!